Yo, it's your boy Charles Smith in the building. Imagine this. Two young athletes at a high school track meet one rainy day. A simple argument under a tent. Seconds later, one boy is dead and the other is facing 35 years in prison. This is the story of Karmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old black man who went from promising student athlete to convicted murderer in the eyes of the court. On April 2nd, 2025 in Frisco, Texas, Karmelo Anthony got into a confrontation with Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old white athlete. What started as a dispute over territory quickly turned deadly when Karmelo pulled out a knife and stabbed Austin in the chest. Austin didn't survive. Karmelo said it was self-defense. The jury disagreed. They convicted him of murder and sentenced him to 35 years behind bars. No black people on the jury. Today I'm breaking down exactly what happened, the bigger message for young black men. Stick around because this one hits different. Alright, let's get into exactly what went down that day. It was April 2nd, 2025 in Frisco, Texas. Big high school track and field meet at the David Kirkendall Stadium. Heavy rain came through. The whole event got delayed. All the athletes were posted up under their team tents trying to stay dry. Karmelo Anthony, a student from Centennial High School, didn't have his own team tent, so he walked into the Memorial High School tent, the rival school, to get out the rain. Multiple witnesses said the Memorial athletes told him several times to leave their tent. He didn't. Tension started building. Then 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, a runner for Memorial, and his twin brother Hunter stepped up to confront him. Austin told Karmelo to get out. That's when Karmelo put his hand in his backpack and said the words that changed everything. "Touch me and see what happens." Austin pushed Karmelo, trying to get him out the tent. In that same moment, Karmelo pulled out a black knife, a multi-tool folding knife he bought from Walmart, and stabbed Austin once in the chest. It was a direct hit. Austin collapsed. Karmelo took off running. Witnesses described it as a quick, sudden attack. When police caught up with him, Karmelo admitted he was the one who stabbed Austin, but he claimed it was self-defense. He said he felt threatened, cornered, and scared for his life. Austin Metcalf was rushed to the hospital but didn't make it. He died in his twin brother's arms. Two kids who didn't even know each other. One dumb argument over a tent and it ended in death. Now let's talk about the trial that had the whole country watching. The case went to trial in Collin County, Texas in early June 2026. After jury selection, they seated 12 jurors and 6 alternates. And here's the part that got a lot of people talking. There were 0 black jurors on the final panel. None. The defense argued self-defense all the way. They said Karmelo was a 17-year-old kid who got surrounded and pushed by 2 older, bigger athletes in a rival team's tent. He feared for his life, pulled the knife, and acted in the heat of the moment to protect himself. The prosecution came hard the other way. They called it a sneak attack and straight-up murder. They said Karmelo was the aggressor. He refused to leave the tent, made the threat, "Touch me and see what happens," and brought a knife to what started as a simple argument. They told the jury this wasn't self-defense, it was unjustified and deadly force. After hearing from student witnesses, investigators, medical experts, and both sides, the jury went out to deliberate. They took less than 3 hours, about 3 hours total, and came back with a unanimous verdict: guilty of murder. Then, in the sentencing phase the same day, the defense tried to argue sudden passion to lower the charge and get the sentence down to 2 to 20 years. The jury rejected that too. They sentenced Karmelo Anthony to 35 years in prison. He will be eligible for parole after serving half, around 17 and a half years. 1 stab, 1 life lost. And now a 19-year-old facing more than 3 decades behind bars. So after everything, where does that leave us? This case got the whole culture talking heavy. People are split. Some say Karmelo was defending himself, others say it was straight murder over nothing. But one question keeps hitting different. How much is a life worth? A stupid argument under a tent at a high school track meet, a push, some words. And now one 17-year-old is dead and another is looking at 35 years in prison. That's heavy. Yes, Karmelo claimed self-defense, but was one stab to the chest really necessary? The other guys weren't armed. They probably never expected a knife to come out in a school event. Who brings a blade to something like that? Those are the questions the public keeps asking. At the end of the day, I'ma keep it real with y'all. He has to pay for what he did. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, or whatever. A life was taken. Somebody's son is gone forever. Justice has to mean something. Karmelo Anthony's story is a tragedy for both families. One life lost, another life basically over at 19. We can debate self-defense all day, but the real lesson is simple. Some mistakes cost way more than you can ever pay back. What y'all think? Was 35 years fair? Was it really self-defense? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments. If this video made you think, smash that like button, share it with the homies, and subscribe for more real talk. It's your boy Charles Smith. Stay safe, stay smart, and protect your future out here. Peace.